Hey everybody, so here we're doing a free response question. This is from 2013. It says a particle moves along a straight line, gives an interval, and we want to know when is the velocity for part A. Here's the velocity function given. Okay, they also give us a initial condition here. We're going to do part A right now is find all values of t in this interval from 2 to 4 where the speed is 2, right? So remember, speed of 2 means that means where the velocity is either 2 or -2, okay? And so basically what I'm going to do, and this one is you're allowed to use the calculator on this free response question. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the intersect feature. So I'm going to graph my function here. So I'm going to graph the original function, and you can kind of see it. There it is. All right, and then I'm going to also graph 2. And so I hit second. Oh, no, I just hit graph. There it is, graph. And the graph ends up showing up. And now I'm going to figure out where this graph, which is the velocity function, and the 2, the graph of 2 intersect, which would be, looks like right around there and right around there, right? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do second, and I'm going to do calc, which is that one there, and I'm going to do intersect, which is the fifth option, okay? And then what you want to do is you want to move over to your intersection that you're looking at. Now this one here, it looks to be below the value 2, because here's the 2 to 4. Remember, I'm looking from t equals 2 to t equals 4. So that's this one. So it looks like I've got an intersection right here. So I'm going to move over to that as close as I can. And then you have to hit enter about 3 times, because the first enter tells you that you're going to use this graph. Okay. The second enter means you're going to use that graph. Okay. And this is because in the you may actually have multiple graphs graphed on your calculator. I like to just have the 2 that I'm looking for. And then so I hit enter again, bang. And then, oh, that's okay. That enter was telling me to choose this graph. And now I'm going to guess right there. So I've actually placed my point there, enter. And this tells me the actual intersection. So the y coordinate is 2, which we knew. And the x coordinate is 3.13, which is this here. Okay. And now to find the other intersection, notice there's also one here, but I'm actually going to, this is not one of the answers because it's not in my domain of 2 to 4. So actually this number I'm going to cross out. These are the only 2 answers here. How do I find this one here of 3.40? I would go back to the y equals. And now remember, I want to where the speed is 2. So remember, where the speed is 2, that's also a -2. Oh, you don't want to hit the minus sign. You want to hit the negative and the 2 button. So there it is. Then I'm going to graph this again. Okay. So now you'll see my original velocity function shows up. And now the -2 graph shows up here. Okay. And this is now the intersection that I'm interested in, because this looks like it's just before the number 4, right? So remember, I'm looking between x equals 2 and 4, or t equals 2 and 4. And so what am I going to do? I'm going to hit second, calc, and I'm going to go to intersect. I can actually go down like this and hit enter. And again, I'm going to move over to the intersection that I'm interested in. And it appears to be, you want to get as close as possible. So that's about right, about right. And then you hit enter 3 times. The first enter is to confirm that you're using the velocity graph. The second enter is to confirm that you're using this graph, or y equals -2. And then the guess is your point, right? So you can kind of guess your point there. And there I've guessed this point. And I hit enter. And there's my second intersection at y equals -2, which again we knew. And the time is 3.47. 3.47. Oh, I don't know why I wrote that. It looks like it's about a 3.47. Okay, so there you go. So there should be a 7.